There are so many bad news all the time in the magazines or in television that, of course, if I don't understand anything of horses and riding, I say, do we need this? No, it's better we forbid this. Yeah.
Je suis Pierre Beaupère, cavalier professionnel et professeur de dressage, auteur de livres et de DVD, et je suis parti avec mes chevaux à la rencontre des plus grands cavaliers, entraîneurs et artistes équestres, mais aussi de tous ceux qui peuvent nous aider à évoluer en tant que cavalier et en tant qu'être humain.
Alors Anya Beran, c'est quelqu'un que je voulais vraiment rencontrer parce que pour moi, elle incarne vraiment le côté, l'aspect du dressage qui est hyper respectueux des chevaux et avec cette idée sur laquelle elle insiste souvent, qui est que le dressage est fait pour le cheval et pas le cheval pour le dressage. Et dans ces DVD, on la voit souvent travailler des chevaux qui sont a priori cassés par une mauvaise équitation ou une équitation vraiment brutale et avoir des résultats vraiment spectaculaires par une gymnastique intelligente et adaptée à la morphologie, au tempérament et aux difficultés du cheval. Et puis l'autre chose qui m'intéresse beaucoup, c'est qu'elle a vraiment une vision très très artistique de ce qu'elle fait dans de l'équitation très très classique, où on sent que l'esthétique autour de son travail de cavalière est vraiment super important. Et alors la dernière chose qui m'intéresse vraiment beaucoup dans le travail d'Anya Beran, c'est tout ce qui est rassemblé, c'est le piaffe et le passage qui est systématiquement splendide et qui est amené en plus avec énormément de délicatesse et énormément de douceur. Et donc ça m'intéresse beaucoup de voir comment on va pouvoir montrer comme le rassemblé, quand il est obtenu de manière classique et sans forcer, est une aide pour les chevaux et pas un but en soi. Elle introduit le piaffe notamment assez tôt chez les chevaux de manière très très douce, avec l'idée d'aider le cheval à travers son piaffe et son passage à mieux s'équilibrer, à plus se muscler, à plus se mettre en place. Et donc je pense que ça va être super intéressant, d'autant plus avec Topkapi qui est un cheval qui est parfois vraiment compliqué à rassembler. Donc je suis très très curieux de voir comment elle va aborder le rassemblé avec Topkapi. Donc j'ai très très hâte d'arriver.
I think we do what we feel what we have to do. So I feel my life is here outside in nature. I wanted to live and work with animals for all my life, and I try to do it the best I can. You have to be patient, you have to be very disciplined, you have to be polite with the horse also, and it teaches you that it never goes up, up, up. There are many ups and downs, more downs sometimes, and you still should believe in it and believe in the horse, believe in you, and continue. Even if you feel it will not work at all and maybe it's almost hopeless, you continue and you see with the calm work and with the time it will get better.
Alors mes objectifs pour mon travail avec Anya Beran, c'est de montrer comme le dressage classique peut aider les chevaux à trouver un meilleur équilibre lorsqu'ils sont montés par leur cavalier, mais aussi comment utiliser au mieux la gymnastique et les exercices qui sont à notre disposition dans le dressage pour aider les chevaux à trouver un meilleur équilibre et à utiliser le mieux possible leur corps. Et d'un autre côté, ce qui m'intéresse de travailler avec elle, c'est les prérequis qui mènent aux exercices du Grand Prix ou de la haute école, comme le piaffe, le passage, les changements de pied rapprochés et les pirouettes au galop.
Don't close your knees too much. Oh, brav! Bravis. Yes. Ask him a little to chew on the bit with the left rein. Yes. There should be a little bit more communication. Yes. Relax your arms. Now change to travers. Calm, a little bit more calm. Don't forget your inside leg. It's very important. Yes. Inside leg a little, keeps him forward, be careful. Has nothing to do with speed, but he should not go backwards into the circle. So for that you need your inside leg. Yes, slow down. Put your weight on the left. Good. When you are at the open side of the circle, you fix the shoulders and make a half pirouette in renvers to change rein. So you push the croup with your right leg around the shoulders. Okay. So try now. Yes. Put your weight on the left. Yes. And now renvers on the circle. Give inside rein a little. And change to travers.
Alors après les premières leçons, la première impression que j'avais eue en arrivant ici, que tout était hyper organisé, tout était très pensé, finalement elle se confirme, et elle se confirme dans un sens beaucoup plus large encore, dans le sens où quand on voit Anya donner cours et comment elle est dans la vie de tous les jours, on se rend compte à quel point elle-même est très très à sa place, à quel point elle est extrêmement centrée et à quel point, à l'image de l'écurie, tout est pensé pour ne pas avoir d'excès, c'est-à-dire qu'il y a exactement ce qu'il faut où il faut, et quand elle donne des leçons, c'est exactement la même chose. Chaque mot semble super réfléchi, et on a du coup la sensation qu'il y a une économie de moyens et où tout est vraiment à sa place. Chaque indication qu'elle va donner à sa raison d'être, c'est ni trop ni trop peu, c'est exactement au bon moment, et c'est complètement à l'image de l'écurie où chaque même élément de décoration est exactement à sa place. Il faudrait pas qu'il y ait plus que ça, il faudrait pas qu'il y ait moins que ça, et ça donne une impression d'harmonie qu'elle dégage à cheval. On ressent cette impression d'harmonie avec elle-même quand elle donne cours, et on ressent cette même impression d'harmonie sur le terrain et dans la décoration de l'écurie et dans la manière dont est agencée l'écurie. Et je dois dire que ça, c'est vraiment quelque chose qui est extrêmement impressionnant.
Yes, when you do gallop, think it goes up and down, not from the back to the front. Yes, you should think in a different way. Yes, to follow the movement better. Okay. Now make a transition to walk and make him immediately shoulder in walk. Okay, now shoulder in, calm. Yes, your knees not so up and forward, be careful. Yes, touch a little the left hind leg sometimes. Yes, but slow down. Okay. And for the start of the left gallop, you put him a little bit more straight and start, but not too much that the hind quarters doesn't come in. Be careful, don't come in. Now, up, yes, okay, well done. Sink up and down. Give inside rein sometimes. Yes. Touch a little the left hind leg. Very well. Let the horse a little bit grow in front of you. Don't let him fall down. Yes, touch a little. Okay, okay. Much better. Yes, he starts to breathe now. Okay, and another transition, and immediately after, shoulder in. Shoulder in. Good. Slow. Slow. Yes, very well. Slow. Now try once more. Left gallop in this position. Yes, a little bit more power for the start. And now make in a very light shoulder in. There are so many bad news all the time in the magazines or in television that, of course, if I don't understand anything of horses and riding, I say, do we need this? No, it's better we forbid this. But it's not only dressage, it's all. All horse riding.
Is it part of your motivation to transmit what you know through your DVDs and books?
Yes, of course, because I think it should stay alive, because we have a long history where the human being was very dependent on a horse. And the life of horses and the human life, it was impossible to imagine that one can exist without the other. Okay, the horse can exist without us, but we could not. And the horse made everything for us. So I think it would be a pity, even if we don't need the horse nowadays for our daily life to survive or for war or anything. I think it would be good if the horse stays and if we keep up a relationship to the horse, because it helps a lot to us to be better human beings. If everybody would behave in a way like we teach our horses, and as I treat my horse, if I would treat other people like this, the world would be better, of course. But it's more difficult because the horses, they don't, they are like they are. And so they don't seem to be somebody and they are somebody else. So it makes it much more easy.
What would you respond to people saying that dressage is a constraint for the horse? Because in my opinion, it's so hard to make people understand that the double bridle, the spurs are there for more precision and not for forcing the horse. So I would be really interested to know, what do you respond to people attacking you because you ride dressage and you have the double bridle and the spurs?
First of all, it's nothing artificial, because we just take the movements the horse makes in nature. That's the first thing. Next problem is, as soon as we put our weight on the back of the horse, we break the natural balance of the horse. And as we broke the natural balance, we have to help the horse to find it again. And during this process, we are already in the middle of classical dressage. Because if you want to help the horse to find his balance, you have to do gymnastic. And this is already classical work. And then, of course, you have different instruments. And for example, for the spurs, it's very easy to explain. The spurs are not that the horse is running faster, but the spurs exist because my horses, at the end, they know so many different exercises. So I have to touch very precise. One point, here is piaffe, here is passage, here's the flying change, here's the half pass. So I never can touch these points just with the leg. My foot is too big. It's impossible. So it's a thing of fine communication. That people use the spurs nowadays often in a very bad or wrong way, that the horses have no hair here or the skin is open, it's another story. But it's not the problem of the spurs. It's that they don't have culture, they are not trained very well. That's another thing. But the origin sense is that you can touch the horse very fine at different points and you have a reaction. And the same is with the double bridle. You don't have to work with your arms anymore and open the reins. You just play with your fingers. It's like you play an instrument. So you just move a little and you have the snaffle with a special meaning and you have the curb with another meaning. So you just play with your fingers and you get the reaction.
As far as I know, you don't enter in competition. And you already have trained many horses to the most advanced exercises. Yeah. So I would like to know what keeps your passion alive today.
It's very easy because I like the work with the horses every day. So I don't ride to win a medal or to compete. I ride because of the horse.
Of the process.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
Process.
So the other question would be if somebody who likes to compete, if he would also ride if there's no competition. Yeah. That's maybe an interesting question.
Yeah, exactly. Do you see competition as the big evil as some of the classical rider, or do you think there are some good things in it?
There's always good and bad. And the idea normally is very good. So, for example, you start not with the idea you buy a good horse and you just want to win. You start with the idea you want to get an answer, how was your work up to now? And just to see, because the judges, they can help you. They can tell you, that was very good already, but here you need a little work on. And that's the idea. And of course, in the same test, you get your maybe your third or second place or not. But the most or the best idea of it was that the judges tell you where you are.
Yeah, exactly.
If you have already the level and so on. That was the idea, no?
Yeah, exactly. I've seen that people can apply to enter in your academy, and your level of exigency about their motivation is quite high and defined. So I'm very interested to know what, in your opinion, makes the difference between a rider who will become an excellent rider, a fantastic rider, and the rider who will always struggle with his riding.
I think it's just the head. It's just the head. It's not the body, it's not the feeling, but you can do a lot with your head. So if you think a lot and if you have little by little a program, if you find out a program how you can train a horse, because that's important. You make your gymnastic with the horse, you make an analysis, you find out what I have to do now. But then you should not stay 1 year in this work. Then you have to feel, the horse is better now. Now the next step. And to catch the moment for the next step is one thing. And to know what is the next step is the other thing. So you have to have a plan, a program, and then sure you can get an excellent rider. But without program, very difficult.
The pictures of your riding are more and more poetic, and you it's the aesthetic is more and more important. At least it seems to me. Is it because you want to inspire the riders and the equestrian world in a different way today than before?
No, I think it's more the respect for the horse, and maybe, but I'm not very clear about that, but maybe we want to show that there are really good moments possible with the horse, because we have so many bad news, and maybe the idea is, but I'm not very sure, but maybe it is like that we want to show positive pictures, light pictures, pictures full of harmony, that people think, there's another way of horse riding or to communicate with the horses.
What do you think brings the emotion in dressage, but it also in the pictures you decide to use?
I think it's what people don't see is the balance, but they feel it. Because just when the horse is in balance, you have the lightness. And the lightness people see. So the reins not short, the spurs not hard. So the rider completely relaxed, because often the riders are very tense. So relaxed riders, and at the end you just see like one body. So I think that is what people realize. They see harmony, they see something beautiful, and that they like. So it's that, yes. That's why even people went for many, or more than 100 or 200 years to the Spanish Riding School of Vienna. Even people who are not riders, most of them are not riders who visit this, but they are fascinated of the lightness, the harmony and this.
You are quite involved in the protection of animals, and I know you saved many animals from a difficult past, and in the same time you are very involved in the protection of classical riding, and I would like to know, how do you correlate this will to help rescued animals and the will to help horses with dressage? Are they both linked in your mind?
It fits together, no? It fits together, because if you make the dressage better, the horses will stay longer healthy, they are more happy, they have less pain. So it's really something that fits together.
Yeah. It's your way to seeing dressage as really a way to help the horse to be
it exists to help the horse, that the horse has better body feeling, that he can work until he's, I don't know, 25 or 27. He really stays in a good shape. And yes, so it belongs together. Yeah.
What do you think was your mission on this earth? And what were you made for, and what message do you want to tell the world?
I think it's not a mission. No, I think we do what we feel, what we have to do. So I feel my life is here outside in nature. I wanted to live and work with animals for all my life, and I try to do it the best I can. And if you try to do this, and of course you also look around a little, you see that there are many, they don't treat the animals like you would like to treat them, and they also want to have success or money or this or this. And then you start to be, then you want, of course, the people to look a little bit more to you, to show them another way, because you think maybe this is a little bit too cruel, this is too fast, the animals don't understand. So that's the moment where you want to show, no, there exists another way. But that's later. First of all, you don't say, now I have a mission. No, you just start working what you feel you have to do, and then you discover, maybe here and there's something wrong. And then you like to say, hey, please try it like this, it works also. That's the point.
Anya, thank you so much. That was fantastic.
Voilà, merci à vous d'avoir suivi cet épisode. Si vous voulez aller plus loin, j'ai créé pour vous une vidéo entièrement gratuite dans laquelle je vous explique les 5 leçons que j'ai apprises au cours du projet Évolution et qui vont vous aider à devenir un meilleur cavalier, à créer une connexion forte avec votre cheval et à réaliser vos rêves. Donc pour voir la vidéo, je vous retrouve sur projet-evolution.com ou en cliquant sur le lien qui est dans les notes de cette vidéo. Et je vous dis à très bientôt et surtout un immense merci.